Tantrum apparently only stores 200. It's a bit frustrating. He's got 1 worker for the sawmill. Amazing. Not enough workers here, so we're going to have to build some more homes and stuff. Let's see. What's now down the back there? Where's the nearest marketplace? Need to wait for 50 planks. More distributed sensors in Tantrum to store more coal. You mean more storage things, maybe? How can you be out of range of water, my man? Seriously? Okay, let's see. Stoneworks. Which was the storage unit? Maybe they can't make it yet? There it is. We can build these out of town to some extent. Does that boost the coal supply? Population 5,000 achievements unlocked. Is there a suburb called Temper near Tantrum? Not yet. Next one might be Whining. Not decided what the next town will be. There's nowhere near enough rested workers here. I need some more fishing. Not enough workers. He's got 134 tired workers coming back from the sawmill. And there's nobody up there right now. Maybe it needs a second train. Or maybe we just need more workers. Yeah. So looks like each storage added 100 capacity to what we can hold in coal. Let's see what your loads up with. 69. That's nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. 55 months, Red Devil. Where's your candy? I don't know what else to try apart from just building more and more homes. .5 rating. We need some parks now. So you just put some forests around the storage areas and they're all happy. Makes people want to move in. Actually, I don't know if they can build a church yet, can they? Last time I looked, they hadn't unlocked it. Oh, yeah. House of Worship. 100 planks. If they'd actually go to work and make planks, we could actually build them nice things. But, you know, they're just so lazy. What have we got? 300 planks. Nice. 750 in storage. I think we need more of these trains. How do you just tell it I want another train like that? Or is there a duplicate? That is a missing feature. Like, I want a duplicate train option. Right, go. We have a slight deficit in food at the moment. You know, I haven't even looked at Rageville for ages. Don't know what the situation is over here. It looks like fish is non-existent. They're not making enough fish. They're not making any potatoes. Well, we are making potatoes, but they're not coming in apparently. And we don't have enough. We're exporting coal? I don't understand that. Don't understand that. Fortunately, when we built Rageville, the boundary layer only allows fishing here. What a pain. That's just really annoying. Man, that's frustrating. It's really frustrating. Yep, that really is rage-inducing. I'm sure it went grey for a second then. I can get one like that, but you can't put another one here. You have one there or one there, but it doesn't make any difference because it blocks this entire bay. Or you have one like that, which then stops one here. It's like, huh? What are they missing? Can it go to work with those stationing range? Why can't they just go to work here? Can't they just go to work there? There's plenty of work here. Stoneworks clothing shop. Don't think a market's going to fix it for him. Like, they literally want a station in range. Otherwise, they can't go to work. Yeah, there's the market. I don't know. This idea that they have to be near a train station is a little bit frustrating because that train station has a very limited range on it. Like, they'll only live near a train station. And yet somehow they'll walk to work at the fishing dock. So go and figure that. Still not making enough fish. Right, how's the potato situation doing? We seem to be building up a surplus of planks, which is nice. Does that mean we can add another potato farm now? Wait, we've got 1,500 potatoes here. We've got 2 trains running. Is the goal of the game to have great transit across the globe? No, you've got to grow cities and grow the resource connections between them. So, you know, in some games you're just dealing with the logistics. In this, you're dealing with designing and growing a town and fulfilling its needs via logistic routes that you create. So the town the basic concept is you create a village and then people will move into it if it's attractive. Yeah? And that's your attractive rating there. So they're looking for work and they're also looking for an attractive place to live. So if you take care of their needs, they'll happily go to work and they'll pay you taxes for doing so. So they'll jump on your trains and pay you taxes. They'll buy foods and pay taxes. You get income for it. Use the income to build logistics. So you design the train network, and there is only trains. This the only way of getting around is trains. There's no other vehicles. Like, it is trains or nothing. So you design your train network, and you design the villages, and you fulfill their needs, which unlocks more tech as you get bigger. But then as the town gets bigger, they have more demands. Like, they start demanding clothing, which you then have to make by making cotton fields. It's all kind of detailed up here, see? So if we produce 180 stone a minute, then we'll unlock some more bush decorations, and we'll get some money and 100 clay bricks. 100 clay bricks is what you use to build a depot. So that allows us to build either another depot or a bigger depot. Then you've got this one here. Produce 300 clothes per minute. That unlocks some different kinds of trees and then gives you more money and increases your maximum money capacity. So at the moment, our capacity for money is 800k. We can't have any more than that. We've actually made nearly 10 million in total, but we've never been able to have more than 800. Don't know where it goes. And then bread. So if we actually start making bread, we can unlock the clay pit, which allows us to access this resource here, which then allows us to make bricks. And if we can make bricks, we can make different things. So this it's quite an ongoing battle between managing towns and managing the logistics. And I generated the largest map possible, which, to be fair, is quite big. It's a bit like Transport Fever with Anno mushed together. There's elements of Transport Fever, there's elements of Factorio, and there's elements of Anno. But you can't really say it's like... You can't really say it's any one of those games. It's not. Like, it's not Factorio, it doesn't have biters, you didn't land on a planet. It's not like Transport Fever because there's no planes and no trucks and buses and cars. It's not like Anno because there's no other players or civilizations to combat you. Or nor do you have to trade with anybody. So there's like, I don't know what to compare it to. Possibly like something like a Railroad Tycoon type game. But you don't start on a map with cities. You start on a map and you build the cities. Yeah, I don't think that this particular take has been done before, where you grow the cities and the logistics that go with it. Anno's probably your favourite city builder. That's interesting, because I would never have described Anno as a city builder. How much has he got? 150 potatoes, 80 workers. More trains bring potatoes wherever might be needed. I think you're right. I'm just very concerned about congestion. Very concerned about throughput here at Rageville. There is no such thing as epochs in this game. There's no chronological time. There's no... The only time that you have is the day at the top here. And even that's irrelevant because at the moment there's no day-night cycle. I don't know if there ever will be. Time of day doesn't matter. The days that you've been playing it doesn't matter. Nothing unlocks after a period of time. There's no sense of that. So you play at your own pace. Well, we may need that many workers because there's 40 in each one. So that's 120 right there. And if I build another potato field... That's even more that we'll need. Did I turn one of these off? 80, there's 40 there, 40 there. No, I didn't. So why is that only showing... I don't think they have enough. But they're full up on potatoes. So we just need... I think we need a train that just moves potatoes. Or at the very least, we can add another potato car on the back. But I just don't think we can cope with everything that's coming here. Maybe we need like another station here. But it'd have to be double-headed trains. Or maybe we just have more capacity down there. Maybe we just drop potatoes off here. Just have like, I don't know, one... Because the worker drop is a lot quicker than the potato drop. So maybe just have the workers running backwards and forwards to that. 1 or 2 trains. And then just have potato drop here. Not that it can actually get straight through there at the moment. But we could make it a through track. Or bridge it. No, we can't bridge it. Crystal Cleo, thank you for subbing. Welcome. I don't want to slow this main line down by going across it too often, but I think we're going to have to do something with the potatoes here because it's getting a bit drastic. Or maybe we just start bringing the quarried stone into a different place. Look at this, it's all bottleneck. Look, it really is bottlenecking. What's going on? There's no available platform, so he can't get in, so he can't move, so he can't move, so he can't move. This is terrible. We've got more capacity here, for sure. We can put the quarried stone... Oh, the problem with the quarried stone is they get the workers from here as well. I must admit that one of the unique features about this game, having only trains, whilst being cool, one of the most frustrating things is not being able to get your citizens around your own city. Not being able to get workers from anywhere to a station is very frustrating. So at the moment, this is all driven by coal and coal workers. If I start drawing on potato workers from this station, labour is capable of fulfilling the load duties, can provide basic goods, they have fewer needs than experienced workers. Does that mean I could move the potato thing just to here? I'm going to do it. I got to do something. I'm just going to move potato drop to here. We'll have to have shuttle trains. And we'll have to get it through there. I think we'll just allow the track to go straight through if it wants to. Probably taking it, probably some like siding platform. We could stick another track here, potentially. It just means trying to probably have to move that X back a little bit. It's all doable. Okay, let's pause it. Oh, that's nasty. Track needs to go into the third track as well as the first. Yeah, I'm going to try and get all the blends in. One there, one there. That's right, isn't it? I think that's all the options. And then, of course, we'll have in. And then coming from this direction. I think that's right. Is that stream confirmed, is it? We got another one up here, maybe. Up a track from left. Wait, I've just put that on the wrong side. Okay, so what we need to do is change the routing and also change the trains themselves. Oh no, that's not good, is it? There's nothing we can do about that. This is where this is going to slow this lot down. I mean, just this doing that also blocks that across here, which is not fun. Because it's chained all the way across. Space Salmon, I did a YouTube series on Transport Fever. If you go to YouTube and search for, what did I call it? Road to $1 billion or something. I did a Let's Play series of it if you want to watch it. It's quite a different game to Transport Fever. Oh, I don't like this. These trains cutting across are slowing everything down. It's just not good. I don't even know if we can get a bridge in this. See, the only way to get a bridge through that is to like literally thread everything diagonally. It's pretty annoying. That was it. Road to $1 billion. But then some of these trains need to go that way. Meh. You can't tunnel. If you bridge, you've got to... The arches have to run diagonally, so the track has to do that. You got a few hundred hours in TS. All of these trains right now go this way. They go west to the coal mines. They're all coal mine trains. In fact, this whole thing could just bypass going across there. It could just come in over here. That now takes more stone than we have in stock. Fantastic. So I can't unpause it to get more stone, and I don't have enough stone to make this. And there's no undo option, so I can't undo this. I have to just put all the track back together again. It's just made it worse, that. It really has. So why have we only got... Our capacity for cut stone is 400. How do we increase our capacity for cut stone? Can I not just build something at the warehouse? Cold storage. Don't want cold storage. Small storage, what's this? Ooh. You can increase the storage at the warehouse. You can buy these little small... What's this? A bridge? What's this? Production is low. Why is production of the stone suddenly very low? $900 out of 900. We're just not moving it out? 900 stone. We have 900 stone. We're not getting it out back to storage. This guy. Two trains. Such a long way to the warehouse. So we have a lot of stone, we just can't get it back to where it's needed. Old trains are sat here. It's like 600 stone right here. Yeah, we've got to get these potato guys over here. The other option is to just move the potato farm, isn't it? Could just basically copy this potato farm, stick it here, build a new potato farm, and then just route it into here. And just like decommission that completely. Seems like the quicker option. How much you can copy on a blueprint? Right, so you can't copy any of that resource industry stuff. It's just this stuff. Right, distribution center. Road. Which is potato farm. Wheat farm, potato farm. They need an undo and it costs out. They need to add an undo. They really do. Okay, that'll do for now. 4 of them. Rageville potatoes. Cool. So all I've got to do is link this into that. And at least allow trains to get here. Yeah, they'll figure it out. So this is a looping one, but here we need double-headed trains. Could also take the opportunity to make this platform a little bit longer. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we could just stop it looping altogether. We don't... It doesn't need to loop. We could just change the whole design, I guess. Probably want to get rid of that. Gonna have an interesting merge over here. So if we build that out like how did we do this earlier? We did it on 4 platforms, didn't we? I don't think we did it on a 3. That was what the 2 looks like. Don't think we've done a lane swap on a 3 platform station. Lovely. Something like that. All the options. And then just get rid of this bit. Because we only need 2 tracks outbound. More slips needed for the middle. Yeah. If it'll let me. There we go. In, out. In, out. In, out. I think that covers it. So inbound. And then going back out again. I got the wrong icon selected then. Alright, slip on that, slip on that. That needs to be a slip over there, that's wrong. Slip, block, slip, block. And then come in out that way. Never actually going out that way, are you? So you don't need that. Is that right? God, it makes your head hurt, this stuff. Blimey. Right. So then, we're just going to get it over here. That's one chain on the top. That will work. Right, let's reconfigure this. Hey, pups. Right, I should do it. Oh my god, this has suddenly got crazy over here. Why has this suddenly got stupid busy? I'm half tempted to give them a dedicated platform. Locations are kind of too close for it to fit the tracks between them. Not much to about set resource location, of course. So that I'll just move that further back and make this a 5-platform station. Just chuck that over there a second. I think that's enough. I should do it, shouldn't it? Need to put more sign in that station. What do you mean? I don't like the way these two are the same color. Right, it's now a 5-platform station. So, if we take the potato trains, Rageville Potato Workers, which is this one. These are going to need to be bigger, but we can have fewer trains, but bigger ones. What do you mean signals? We've done the signals. Yeah, I've added extra ones, Randall. So in terms of the train that we use, it can be pretty long. Double-headed ST20, takes a load of workers and a load of potatoes. Why do I need more signals at it, Randall? What's missing? What's missing? Need to link the train from the depot to Rageville sidings. No, you don't. Because the depot will send the train through here. And then it'll probably send it up there. Actually, it'll go all around the place to try and get in. But it will get in, but not very efficiently. From the depot. How are we going to get from the depot to there? I do not know. It will basically come out of here, and then it will go into here, loop around, it'll go out, and it'll probably loop there. No, it's got to go... My God, I don't know how it's going to do it. I'm not sure it can figure it out. Bottom line's the colon back. Well, if it comes into the sawmill, it's still on the northern track and it can't get on the south. It needs to be on the south, on the southern east-west line, and it can't get on it. For it to work, we'd have to link through here. We'd have to link that to that. Let's see. All right, ST20 big box. ST20 coal tender. Then it's going to have. Let's just call it that potato. We'll call it the big potato. Hey, Maris. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of workers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Is that enough? 7, 8, and an ST20, which I can't flip it because I can't see it. It's too long. It got to the warehouse, coal mine, and to target. Okay. This is so dumb. How do you edit this? Wrong wagon, it's not a gondola. This is a box wagon that takes potatoes. Not a gondola. The point is, I need to add the ST20 at the end, but I can't do it because I can't edit this thing and I can't resize it. I don't know if that's at the end. I've dragged it all the way across the screen. I just hope it's at the end. Right, we'll try a new route. No, wait a minute. Rageville, potato workers. Okay, we'll copy that. We'll call it Rageville Potato Workers 2, the new one. And this will go to this potato farm. And it will go to this station. And then we'll try, have a look. Let's see what that train looks like when it comes out. Woo! Okay. Well, that's good. Actually, I think we'll just try 2. Try to scroll on the train when you build the machine. Maybe you can see the end. You can't. Can't do it. So if I move the scroll wheel, nothing happens. I'm moving the scroll wheel. If I move control scroll wheel, nothing happens. If I right click and drag, nothing happens. I can't find a way of going to the end of this. What does the mouse cursor button do on the train creation screen? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Holy boy. So yeah, as expected, this thing's going to try and go through the heavily congested place. I might just remove the current potato trains. Train 4. Sell. Train 14. Sell. Okay, I think he's here now. There you go. That's the route. Oh, it's going to go to the... It's going to the coal and it's cheating. It's cheating. Top right next to the picture of the train you're making. Top right. This. Copy train. That one. It's not there. That's the remove preset, copy train, create a new preset, and then drop down the list. That just copies it. See what happens when he eventually gets in. Oh my god, that only just fits in. If I'd have made that train any bigger. Dear me. Has he got anything on board? He's got 160 workers. Nice. Woo! Right, let me have a look at the routing. So, swap workers until done 20 seconds. Unload until done. I don't like this. It should be empty cargo. Or, let's say, 40 seconds. And then swap workers. That's fine. And then cargo 100% or a minute. Sit there loading. Okay. We have some potato build-up. They take 40 each, so that's 160. And they bring in 160, so as long as they bring a full load of workers, that's balanced. They're certainly shifting the potatoes. Oh, it's getting busy though. A little bit of a worker shortage going on over here. I think we could probably build some more houses, actually. Windows 10 only? What, as in doesn't work on Windows 11? Blimey. Why keep the parts of the track just before the city merged? You could run as a separate track all the way to a new platform. Which bit do you mean? Just before the city merged? I'm not sure what that means. Are you on about running this into a dedicated platform? Is that what you mean? We could do, but we'd have to also link it in so the trains can get into it in the first place. I just thought that's going to be fine as it is. It's a little bit of congestion, but it should be okay. I think it'll cope. How's Rageville potatoes? Blimey, they still have no potatoes. These people just live on chips. Look at it. Unbelievable. Fish and chips. Rageville is just fish and chips. I mean, yeah, but there's no fishing and there's not enough chips. There's too many chip shops in this town. That's the only conclusion you can draw from this. So look at this rating, right? 7.3. If you want to make your town attractive, just do that. 9.1. Fantastic place to live. It's got loads of trees. Oh boy. It wants us to produce a lot more stone as well. The main thing is, though, is it reduce congestion over here. That was the entire goal of it. And it looks like it has. So everything's now flowing a bit better. Which is good. That's full up on stone. Nowhere near enough clothes. I mean, you know, a couple of days ago, I'd never played this game in my entire life. I think we've done okay. Definitely learned an awful lot about this game. Some of its limitations are a little bit frustrating. I think the bridges over track is probably the most annoying thing. And then that and getting citizens to go to your station, like this walking distance limit beyond which nobody will walk, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with it as a game concept. Like, you're trying to tell me that somebody who lives at the end of that street there won't walk to the station, but somebody who lives here will. Like, I would have just thought that he'll still do it, or she'll still do it. It just makes them a little bit unhappy, maybe. And it contributes to the overall unhappiness of the town. But they'll still make the walk. They can't get there as quick. It's going to take them longer. So you won't get as many workers, but it'll still... Because right at the moment, you can't build... Like, I can't build anything up. There's no point building housing here, ever. Because they're not within walking distance of that station. So it kind of makes me think the city boundaries are never going to be properly used. The upside, someone has made a mod that doubles the station catchment size. You see, the fact that somebody's had to do that instantly tells you what people feel. I don't think so, Jaeger. I think they said that it is trains only. That's a game concept. And I'm not unhappy with that. But I think the whole walking distance thing is out of your control. Town boundaries are bigger than the walking distance, fundamental failure. I don't know if the boundary of the town will ever get bigger, but if it does, you know, you could at least build more train stations. Within the boundary at the moment, like 2 train stations, and that more or less eats up. I mean, look at that. It's occupying a huge part of the town boundary. But just, you know, this concept of getting this track over here and the bridge building, like this thing, it's cumbersome because of the grid layout. It is very, very cumbersome because the arches force you to build like track like that just so that they can fit in with this. Can't even do it now. There you go. So you then, if you want a piece of track coming along, you know, you have to do that. You have to shimmy through the whole bridge. And that's a concept because of the born because of the grid system, but why not just allow, if it's a stone bridge, I don't know, maybe later on when you add steel to the game, maybe you'll be able to build a suspension bridge. Something like that. Or a bridge with not as many small arches in it so that you can span 2 or 3 or a 4 tile gap and not have this arch. And then it'll just allow you to sort of build a few pieces of track through it like that. You know, and you can arch over the whole lot. That would be nice. Tunnels? I mean, the problem is there's no real... Apart from vertical elevation, there's no concept of going underground yet. I mean, there's all these mountains, if you can call them that. But you can't tunnel through them yet. Maybe you will be able to. It did say that steel bridges won't have the same issues as current stone. Which I agree with, but on the way to getting steel, your stone bridges are all very meh. Wait, why have you stopped there? Oh, you're coming this way. Underground for water and tunnels for mountains. I think not only tunnels, but the ability to destroy mountain. You know, the whole Factorio cliff destruction thing. Because some of this stuff is just massively in the way, which is fine. But sometimes it's deeply irritating. Like, there's a deeply irritating thing right there. That. Why can't I fill that in? You know? Why can't I just fill it in? For a price. No workers at the quarry. I certainly learned a lot about the game over the weekend. But yeah, if you fancy buying it, you can, at the moment, you can get pretty much 20% off at Games Planet if you use that code. The transit, I think it's a 5 in that code. You can get a hefty discount. I think Steam's only 10%, but that's nearly 20% off. If it's something you fancy. This week only. I think after that it reverts to 15% off. But yeah. So anyway, I think we're done. Next week's an interesting week for me. Very, very busy week coming up. Thursday, Friday, like I'm pretty much full on this week. Trying to pass my checkout ride on the new plane. So I've got to get my head in the books again tomorrow a lot. But hopefully when I stream next weekend, I will have checked out on the plane. I'll be able to go flying. At which point, you know, I'll be able to make videos later in the year, I think. Highlander Chris, you need to use that code, mate. You need to use that code to get the extra 5%. Is it early access? Yes, it is, Biomech. Yeah, so one of the devs, one of the 3D artists from Factorio, made this game on his own, apparently, which I think is insane. How you can make a game like this on your own is just insane. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, whatever you're doing, and have a wonderful week.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Captain Flint's in there again with the bits, thank you. There's a lot of work gone into it, I agree. Don't know how long he's been doing it for, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's running rock solid. When's the last time you went flying? For real, August last year. It's been a while. But I've got to do 12 hours between now and the end of November. So once I get this license, I'm going to be flying. And there's a guy in the flying club who wants to go flying as well, so I'm going to probably hook up with him and get some hours in. And he's been to quite a few airfields, so I'll tap into that experience, I think. Lol. You don't forget how to ride a bike, so you just become a bit rusty. But it's a great plane. It's got so much equipment on board. Yeah, Biomech, it won't be don't expect any flying videos for the next couple of months. Like, I just want to focus on getting my hours up, getting my experience up, and then I'll start taking cameras when I feel comfortable. There's just way too much to think about in this plane. The issue, subscribers getting into Discord. I know some of you have been struggling to get into Discord, and when your sub has lapsed, you can't get back in, etc. I've got a ticket logged with Discord. They've escalated it this week, so they're looking at it, because what's happening is Discord is not automatically synchronizing with Twitch. So I have to go to the server and manually synchronize the subscribers with the server. I've not run it manually, pups, because I want them to see the problem, so I've just left it. So I want them to fix it. I don't want to manually run it again while I've got an open ticket that's been escalated. I want them to see that the synchronization has not been run for like 4 days. Which flying license to which are you applying for? Oh, sorry, I'm not moving license. I'm just checking out on a new plane. Is what I'm doing. So the last planes I flew were Cessna 172. This is a Cicata TB200. The main difference with this is variable pitch prop, so you've got to manage the manifold pressures and things. So it's a little bit more work. But fundamentally, you know, it's like, also because I've not flown it, everything's in a different place to a Cessna, right? So I've got to like become familiar with the plane. But the great thing is, this is the only plane. I'll be flying just this plane. Whereas in a flight group, even if you change 172 to 172, they've all got the like quirks. There's certain things in a slightly different place. This one's got this, that's not got that. Different equipment. Like with this, it's one plane. So it should, once I get used to it, it should be a lot easier. Like a turboprop without turbo. Not really. But it's still a petrol engine, combustion petrol engine, but you get to vary the propeller angle. So you've got to watch the RPMs and the manifold pressure. Took you 5-10 minutes when you flew a different PA-38, had some differences one expected. Well, I don't have to worry about landing gear because it's fixed landing gear. It's just the variable pitch prop, really. And then just getting used to higher speeds, because it's a faster plane, and a 172 can come in quite slow, whereas a low wing like this tends to come in, I think the best glide is like 79 knots or something. So your approach speed is over 70 knots, whereas in a Cessna you're like 60. It cruises at 120. Is the owner of the plane that requires the license or some law? So I'm not sure what you mean by the question, but the owner of the plane, there's like 8 of us in the group, and one of them owns the plane. It's not like it's not a, what do they call it? It's not an ownership thing. Like I buy into the group and I pay a monthly fee to the group and I pay when I fly, but I don't own the plane. So I don't have any liability either, which means if that engine blows up, I don't have to fix it. I don't have to pay for it. Whereas in a group where you buy into it, where you buy an ownership of the plane, let's say there's 8 people in a group, and a share is like 10 grand. So overall, the plane's worth £80,000. You all put £10,000 in. If that plane's engine blows up, the group and you as a whole have to find £20,000 to replace the engine. So I don't own a part of the plane. I suppose it's like, I don't know, it's like leasing in a way, isn't it? You don't have the liability, but you have access to it. You're paying for access to it, really. Oh, Heyman, there's nothing cheap in aviation. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. These planes have to be regularly checked and serviced. equipment is fiercely expensive. Like, they want to put a new Garmin autopilot in. That's £15,000 fitted for an autopilot. So, you know, we've got to wait until the group's got enough money in it, and then that 15 grand will pay for an autopilot, which will hook into the GTN 750. But it'll be beautiful. When the group can finally do it, it will be, for a longer trip, it'll be fantastic. 15 grand. Yeah, that's nothing. A GTN 750, which is what it's got in it, that's £25,000 fitted. It's literally a sat-nav. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. It's aviation certified and all the rest of it. It's £25,000 fitted for the GTN 750. So you imagine how much a Garmin 1000 costs. No, it doesn't, Whiteland. It doesn't have free map updates. You have to subscribe to Garmin. And that's like hundreds of pounds. And you download it, put it on a USB stick every month and update it. There's nothing cheap in aviation. And fuel, I think fuel, when I used to fly, when I was training, it was £1.40 a litre. Now it's £2.50 a litre. So even that, in a plane that's burning 30 litres an hour, 40 litres an hour, you can imagine 40 times £2.50 in fuel alone. So yeah, don't go flying unless, you know, without expecting to spend money, because you'd be very surprised. It's 100 LL avgas, yeah. Yeah, that's not changed. That's not going to change for a while, I don't think. Yep. When it comes to aviation, you can pretty much just add a 0 or a 00 on the end of everything. When it comes to prices. Anyway, guys, right, I'm out of here. Stick to cars, yeah. But then, you know, I'll tell you what's the best thing, Benno, is flying over the M25 and looking down, and you see like just a queue of traffic not moving. You're like, it's a great feeling flying over a motorway chock full of cars. It really is. You know, coming over the Dartford crossing, M25, chock full, and you're like, see ya. That's priceless, that is. Anyway, have a great week, guys. I'll tell you all about it next week. I might chuck some pictures out in the week if I get a chance. Over at the plane. Once I've got it out the hangar and stuff. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, the weather holds. Well, that's it. And I shall see you all next weekend. I'll try and get some videos done, but my priorities are the plane this week. So, yeah, have a good one, guys. See you next weekend. Take it easy. Love you all. Good night.